Hello, hello, hello,
Hey,
everybody. How'd you like that lead-in music? When it first started, I was getting like sexual healing vibes, and then the other instrument kicked in. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
keep it clean, man. Keep it clean.
How's it going, Jeff?
Awesome, awesome. I'm super duper excited. What are we doing? What are we doing today?
We are finally getting Copilot. Yes. Okay, so I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, ever since the whole ChatGPT thing came out, and the world went crazy with generative, AI. And this is the idea of being able to apply all of that to your work and in your apps. So excited about that. So that's what we're going over today, how Microsoft has taken all of this AI stuff and put it into the apps that you are using. And you can use this right now today, and it's great.
Yeah,
So
this is gonna be really like I feel like we're old enough to have been around so many different things, right? Like the internet, high speed internet connectivity, email and exchange and all that goes with that. Smartphones, Blackberries. I think we're at another moment here with this AI stuff, right? It's going to be some
absolutely.
super thrusty technology that's going to provide a major amount of productivity back into everyone's day. Would you agree with that?
1000%. When ChatGPT first came out, I text my friends, was like, this is one of those moments. This is an inflection point. This is one of those revolutions that happens in technology. This is it. You're seeing it, and it's happening right now.
All
So
right, I can't wait.
let's do some housekeeping first. You guys out there, you can come on this webinar. And today actually be fun because I am doing live demos today. You know what happens with a live demo, right? Anything. Who knows what'll happen? And especially with AI. I don't know what the thing's going to answer me. I have a general idea, but let's see what it really does. Because we are going to be using Copilot in this webinar. I'm going to show you it in the app. So if you guys want to come on, Alex, who's back there somewhere, she is going to be putting a link on the chat. You just click that link and you will be able to come on. One key thing about coming on the show is mute LinkedIn when you do it. Because if you have LinkedIn not muted and you come on, there's gonna be all kinds of echo and craziness, and it's not a good scene. Oh, there it
Yep,
is.
Alex
There's the
just
chat.
put the link. Yep. So click that link, and if you know how to mute LinkedIn in your browser, just mute it. If you don't, you could just close LinkedIn and go back into it when you're done.
Okay, so quick little intro here. What's going on in the AI world is going to be very quick because you probably know by now. But ChatGPT came out. Well, sorry, before that, we had plenty of AI. Hey, Richard, how's it going? We had plenty of AI, but it was mostly doing stuff like pattern recognition. It was actually all around. This is all kinds of things that are using AI, like any voice recognition stuff that's using an AI that's doing pattern recognition. But now we've got generative AI. This is the stuff that can look through a data set and generate answers, generate text, generate all kinds of stuff, as you'll see today. So that's the big revolution here. It's this new type of AI that's really gonna just do a whole bunch of awesome stuff. So
Should we talk about like a little bit about like what Microsoft just announced and why this is so timely, right? Like for those of
yeah,
you that don't know, right? Microsoft came out with well, they developed ChatGPT, they were investors, and now it's integrated into Microsoft Office. So a few months ago, they released Copilot, which is the AI that works inside of Microsoft Office. So Norman's going to get into it. Your Word, your Excel, your Outlook, your Teams, those sorts of applications, and mining that data to produce content for you magically, right? So they first released it to companies that had at least 300 seats in Microsoft Office enterprise agreements, which is not most of the world, right? Most of the world is small businesses like you and I, or professionals or entrepreneurs. So, as of a week or two ago, they made it available to anyone and everyone. So, if you're an Office 365 subscriber, not necessarily a Microsoft 365 tenant, you can leverage Copilot and I believe they give it to you for a little bit of a discount. It does lack some of the applications, and I think it's $20 a month. Is that right, Norman?
So I was
For
going to get into this
personal?
later. The
Okay.
answer is you can get it personal and business. It's actually a little more for business. So if you personally have a personal account, like a personal account or a family account, you can add this on for $20 a month. It requires Microsoft 365 Personal or Microsoft 365 Family. And you'll see it's actually called Copilot Pro there, just because technology companies like to be annoying with the names. Yeah.
And then for clients like ours, which is business clients, there's the M, which stands for Microsoft 365, and they're charging $30 a user a month. But as of right now, we see it as an annual upfront payment. But
That is correct. It's an
long,
annual commitment, no matter how you do it. You need business standard. So these are the license. It's an add-on to a license. You at least need business standard or business premium or E3 and E5. Business standard and business premium are more of the small business ones, and E3 and E5, those are the enterprise level licenses. So you add on to that, it's $30 a month, and it requires an annual commitment.
long story short, it's available, and you can consume it right now and use it. So we're gonna get into it right now. Let's take this car out of the garage, Norman.
Okay, let's do this. Here is the first demo. Okay. Mildly nervous about this one because this is our actual Teams.
No
But
pressure.
here we are. Here we are in Teams. And so here I am in one of our teams, right? This is this general channel, and there's all kinds of things that happen in this general channel. This is where the guys chat about who knows what. But it's also one of the channels we use for our team meetings, our weekly meetings that happen. So here is this chat over here. I'm going to click on this thing. Hey, there's 303 replies. Okay, great. So it's going to show me all the replies. And now you'll see I've got this little Copilot icon over here. Let me go on and click that bad boy. It's going to show me some stuff. And let's see. Let's get some highlights from this conversation. Ignore that because I did this just a little bit ago. And it's going to give me some highlights from this conversation. Here it is, generating the stuff. Okay, so this is what's going on in this conversation. Esther shared a link. Jeffrey shared a link. Everybody's sharing links on this little conversation. But the cool thing about this is not only did it tell me, did it give me the key takeaways, but it gave me these little citations here. 1, 2, and 3. If I were to click that, it would take me to that spot in the conversation. So bam, I'd be, well, where did that actually happen? I click on that, boom, takes me right to that part of the conversation, which is awesome.
It's great. I got to tell you that feature can't come soon enough, because searching Teams messages is quite frustrating for me. It's not easy by any means, not like Outlook or anything like that, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Let's take a look at this in a chat. So here we go. Here we are. This is the chat we had going just as we were coming on to this meeting. So you can see I'm backstage. Yeah, great. So let's go and click our little Copilot thing. And let's get some highlights from the past day like we did in the other one. Okay. Wow, Copilot's flying today. Let's see, Norman created a Copilot channel. Let's go to that citation. There it is. It's exactly where it was when it happened. There is, oh, Alex had trouble with our headphones. Let's go to that spot in the conversation. There I am in that spot in the conversation. And there's also this little thing down here, more prompts. It gives me all kinds of things that I can ask. It's just, hey, listen, you can ask all kinds of things. Don't forget, you can ask these things too. And there's also this little Copilot icon down here. Easy to miss, but that's the one that will help you generate messages. So you can say, hey, I want to write about this, and it will create a message for me.
Love it, love it.
One of the things I can't show you that I wish I could is what Copilot does in a meeting. I can't do it because, well, we're on this webinar. But in a meeting, while the meeting is going on, you can ask Copilot questions. Oh, what has been decided so far? What was that person talking about? Can you summarize the last 2 minutes? It'll do all those things while you're in the meeting, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff, right? There's so many third-party apps that are connecting to Teams and Google and stuff like that. Fireflies.ai. I think you use that Fathom. What's
We
that?
use
That one?
Fathom here. Yep.
Fathom. And now this could supersede/replace those things, I would say.
Yeah, so it does different, as far as I understand it, it does different things in different levels of Teams. So if you have the better Teams license, because now Microsoft made it so that there's different levels of Teams, if you have the better Teams license, it'll do things like summarize it afterwards and put those notes somewhere. And what I've seen so far is the stuff that it does while we're on the what's called, while we're on the meeting, and it will give me the transcript afterwards.
That's awesome. So, like, if you made some promises or deliverables, you said, I'll get back to you tomorrow with that. It kind of like, we'll make sure you
Yes.
get back to them tomorrow with that.
Exactly. Yes.
I need that. I need that.
Yes. All right. Someone asked, is this now available in all geographies? I don't know that answer.
Me neither. I believe it is, but I don't know the answer.
Really? I would assume it's not. I don't know. I feel like this is Microsoft, it's a slow release, and I would assume this is not available in all geographies, but
good point. Not sure either. We'll get back to you with that. Alex, mark that down.
Yeah, somebody, Copilot, mark that down. Okay, so our next thing is we are going to take a look at what it can do in Outlook once I find the correct window. All right, so here is an Outlook conversation that is going on. This is from a month or so ago. And I was having a conversation with, where is it? I was having a conversation with, hang on, I'll be right back as I pull that back up again. I was having a conversation with support. We had a support issue. I was talking to one of our vendors' support, and there's a whole conversation about it. You can see here, there's a whole conversation happening. So here I opened up this message, and I can click the summary by Copilot. Boom, let me see what actually happened in this thing instead of going and reading and figuring out where I am in this thread. I click on that, and great. It gave me a whole summary here. I reported the problem. Jeremy Meyer said there was an update. Oh, it was a publishing issue. It gives me the whole rundown of what happened there, which is great because sometimes you've got those threads that are miles long, and someone just sends it to you. It says, "Hey, can you check this out? Really? Can I check that out? It's a mile-long thread. Are you going to make me figure this whole thing out?"
All right. It's like having our own little paralegal here, right? Writing up summaries for us, right? Yes, this is great. Exactly. Love it.
Copilot to the rescue. So let's see what it can do in drafting an email. Where is that little window? Here it is. Heyo. Okay, let's see. I've got my little draft with Copilot thing here, which shows up automatically. If it wasn't clear, we have the Copilot license. And here is the little icon also, is draft. Coaching, I'm going to show you in a bit. Well, let's do this little draft with Copilot. And we'll say, hey, let's write. And now you're going to see how poorly I type. To Jeff, telling him I can't make it to the meeting today. Boom, generate that. Go, Copilot. Hey, Jeff, I hope this email finds you well. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to make... God, oof,
I would know that's not you, man. I would know that's not you.
Yeah. So hang on. Make it less professional. Oh. Hey, Jeff, sorry to bail on you, but I can't come to the meeting today. Something big came up. Hope this doesn't mess you up too much. Perfect.
That sounds like you, man. That one I could accept.
So let's see. So there we go. You can see the thing. Oh, I didn't show you one thing that I wanted to show you. Hang on. Let's get back there. 1 second. Let's do this once more because there was one thing I wanted to show you. I'm not making it a poem because I really want to make it a poem. I'm making it a poem because there's a feature I want to show you, which won't show up. Okay, so the thing I wanted to show you is this little thing up here. As I'm in a conversation, I can go back and forth between the things it has told me, which is great because this is the one I want to keep. Awesome. Where did that message come from? I don't know. Anyway, so let's try this. Let's try this a little bit different. Okay, let's say I'm writing an email. Okay, you guys have the info we need. As you can tell, I need some info. Oh my. Oh, how painful is that?
Yeah, we got to send you back to typing. But,
it is imperative that we get this info from you. Please send it as soon as you have it. Okay, here I am. I've written an email. I'm a little unhappy, but let's get some coaching from Copilot because who knows? Maybe I went a little too hard on them. Copilot's going to analyze my message, gathering insights, finishing up. It does this. Oh, here we go.
nice.
So here, hey, you could be more courteous. Copilot's giving me a talking to about being courteous. Instead of, do you have the info I need? Have you received the info requested? Oh, that's nice. Okay, reader sentiment. Try adding more gratitude. Hey, thank you, we appreciate it. Here's some clarity. Say the actual things that you really want. Okay, so there it is, coaching by Copilot, which is really nice.
Josh had asked an interesting question, which I would love to know the answer to. I don't know if you know, but if someone uses Copilot to send you a message, do you know they used Copilot?
So it's actually funny. It goes back to like the inception of ChatGPT. Kids are immediately using this to write their papers. I mean, obvious. So at the time, ChatGPT said they were going to come out with a thing that could recognize if their AI wrote it. And I'm pretty sure it did come out. So there is that. But is there any way to tell from someone sending me a message like within Copilot, within Outlook? No. By the way, I'm gesturing over here because that's the screen that all of the Copilot stuff, that's the screen I'm presenting from. But no, I don't know of no way to that it will tell you, hey, that guy was using Copilot. You're basically using Copilot. Copilot's having a conversation with itself. No, I don't know of a way to do that.
All right.
Okay, let's move on to Excel. Oh, by the way, folks out there, again, you can join by clicking on the link that Alex put in the LinkedIn chat. She just highlighted again. If you click on that, you can come on. You can ask me things. I can do the prompts. You want to test out a prompt? Let's go for it. Let's do these things. Okay. Oh, Josh, there we go. My wife is a high school teacher, and there is a notification from chat. It's very interesting. I don't know. I'll tell you as Copilot becomes a little more in use in the Microsoft world. We'll see.
Nice.
So yeah, you can come on, and if you don't want to come on, you can just tell me things you want me to try out. As long as this is all live live demo, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, let's give it a shot.
You're doing great, man. You're doing great. Keep up the
All
good
right,
work.
where's my Excel? Because that is the next app. Where is my Excel? Open it up. Here we go. Okay. Let's open up this sample data spreadsheet. So this is a sample spreadsheet that I downloaded from the internet. It's got a whole bunch of employee data. All right. Once again, I've got the little Copilot icon right up here in the top right corner. Oh, this is mildly important. Mildly important. When Copilot first came out for the small business, for some reason you had to use Excel and Word in the browser. That is no longer the case. It is now showing up in the apps themselves. So if you came across that when it first started, that's not a thing anymore. You can use it wherever. But here we go. I'm going to click Copilot. Little thing slides out. It's thinking about things. It's going to do things. It's going to, yes, that's great. I don't want any of that. Okay. Where is my, what happened here? Why can't I click that? It is a table. Oh, okay. Let's click Analyze. I can analyze insights. No. Great. Oh, so it gave me some prompts here, which is great. Let's see what the average annual salary and by hire date for the city of Chengdu is. Great. Wow, it's going to a whole little chart. Let's dump that into another sheet. I don't know if you realize, but this was the sheet I was on. It just created a new sheet with all of this, which is incredible. I did nothing but click one thing. I clicked two things. That was incredible. No?
But everything you've shown so far, I think that so far takes the cake in terms of productivity.
Wild.
That's great, man. Love it.
Let's see. You can have it do stuff like highlight things in the data. So let's highlight the top 10 highest salaries. So bam. Let's work on that. Who are these people that are making all of them? Who's the top 1% in this this little company?
We want to know.
Okay, so at first it tells me what it did. It says, hey, I applied that fill color and that font to the top 10. Great. So if I look, here is my salary column. There you go. It highlighted. So you're seeing it's highlighting those things. And do anything other than ask it, hey, do this for me.
That is great.
How about the idea of, you know what? I need another column here. What do I got? I've got salary. I've got bonus. Let's add a column. I need some real. I've got a bonus percentage. I need some real numbers there. Add a column for how much bonus each person receives. I can't possibly have typed that right. Oh, so close. Add a column for how much bonus each person receives. Ba-bam. Go to it, Copilot. Sitting right next to me, the Copilot.
Gadget copter, man.
It's generating stuff.
Suspense is killing me.
Yeah, who knows? This could work. Oh, okay. So it said, I've got. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay, so it said, here is the formula I'm using, which makes sense: annual salary times bonus. And when I gotta see this, when I mouse over insert column, it's showing, heyo, look at that column. It's gonna be there.
Awesome.
That's sick. Boom! There's the column. It's got a column heading. It's amazing.
So you're saying we don't need to do equals C4 plus times parentheses sum. Just type what you want and it shows up.
Just ask it. You just have to be able to come up with the prompt. Actually, that's part of the fun. It's coming up with the prompt.
This is great. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, you guys are going to see the prompt engineering is going to be the big thing in the next few years. Oh, how do you write the prompt? What's the best prompt? Let's do one more thing here. Let's create a graph of annual salary by what? By city, how about that?
That's a good one.
Yeah, this could go anyway. I didn't try this yesterday. Oh, let's
nice.
hear it. Got it.
Grass and all,
Signature
man.
one. Let's add that to another sheet.
Crackle and
Here's my
pop.
new
Nice.
sheet. That's pretty somewhat
That's
even.
pretty good, man. Love
Right?
it.
Right?
Great.
All right, let's move on. Any questions? By the way, any questions out there? What's going on out there, people? No one's you got. I know you got prompts.
Ask
I know you want me
away.
to try things out. So tell me what you want me to try
Yeah.
out.
Ask away. Hop on. Click the link, or just throw it in the chat. Let's keep going. This is awesome, Norm.
Okay, let's get to Word. Word. Okay. So this is actually interesting, and that's something I need to point out here. There are two Copilot icons. There's one here, and there's one here. They're going to do slightly different things. Sorry, I'm reading a question here. Paul has got a question. When bringing Copilot into the business, do we have to set where to store the finding? I'm not sure about that, what the last part means, but a couple of things. I'm glad you brought this up because there is some important stuff in here. Because this is Copilot in your business, tenant, the stuff it's getting and the stuff you're asking it, that stuff is not public. That's not going into the general world's AI database that it is pulling from. That's not what's happening. Your files, your company's data stays private. It stays within your tenant. So that's an important point that you can feed it data. When ChatGPT first came out, there were guys feeding the thing all kinds of information, and that information was private information, but they didn't realize that it was going into ChatGPT's database and was accessible by, well, someone else. That's not the case here. This is all private. Copilot into the business, do we have to set where to store the finding? You are going to see right now. So I can reference files from in Copilot. I can say, hey, Copilot, what you're going to see me do. Hey, Copilot, reference this file. So I can do that. But the key is that file has got to be stored on either OneDrive or SharePoint. Okay. Key information. And what you're also going to see right now is that when I create this this document, it's actually going to automatically save it into my OneDrive, and then you can save it wherever you want. So let's see. What did I say? So two things. So there's this Copilot, which I'm clicking on right now. And there's this Copilot. I'm going to tell, so this Copilot over here on the right side, this is the one for me to really chat with Copilot as I'm doing something. I can ask it all kinds of information. I can tell it to get something, get some information from the web for me. This is where I'm having that chat with Copilot. In here, this is the one where I'm actually drafting something. So, for example, what are, I don't know why I'm doing this because I didn't actually try this before. Services. Looking things over. Working on it. You get so after as you use this, you realize it's the same prompts over and over again. So you can start to get a kick out of it, pulling it together.
Ooh, it looks nice and juicy.
Okay, so you see, it just pulled this from the internet, right? It's not in here. I can copy it and put it in there, but it's not actually in here. So now I'm going to try in here. I'm going to say, let's say, write up a syllabus. Yeah, just choose the hardest word in the world to type.
I told you, you're feeling brave today, man.
Coach their teams on sales strategies. Great. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Hang on. I am not in the right place. Got to click on that first. Let's see, is that enough now? I think this thing can do more. Let's add a checklist. Add a checklist of points pints? Nope, not quite yet. Later on. No points they should make sure to go over. Try again. Third time's the charm. Okay, here we go. Sit back, everybody, because it's going to generate, and it's going to generate a full situation. Go. Well, now that I said it's going to generate, you know it's not going to do it, right?
Yeah, it will. Copilot has your back.
Here we go. While this is generating, Sandra, I'll tell you how there's if it's two things. There's personal and there's business. Personal, if you have a Microsoft Family or a Microsoft Personal account, you can get the add-on for that account. Just go and look up Microsoft Copilot and click on the buy. It's there. It'll make you log into your Microsoft account, and then you'll be able to get it. And for business, you need to have either business premium license, business standard license, E3 or E5. And then you can either go on the web in that same spot, just look up Microsoft Copilot, and you'll be able to buy it there, or you go to your IT firm like us, and we will get that for you because we can sell it, and we plan to our clients because it's awesome. All right. Oh, and it's for business. For personal, it's $20 a month with no commitment. For business, it's $30 a month with an annual commitment. All right. So back to our document here. Look at this.
How'd you type that so fast, man? Wow.
Yeah, right.
Look at that.
This is crazy.
I don't need to work anymore, man. This is great.
Well, I'll tell you what. You do have to read this over.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so great. So it made this thing awesome. It has. Let's actually save this thing. Okay, syllabus coach managers. Great. Let's save that. Save it to my OneDrive. Awesome. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second because we're going to. Well, I can obviously I can change this. I can say make it whatever. Add this information. Add that information. But we're going to keep it. Oh, what about that checklist? Where is that checklist? Here's my checklist right at the end. Sick, right? Now let's take this a step further because I said this was a sales coaching thing. So let's get out PowerPoint, which is not running, but it will be in a second.
Great.
Oh, on that screen. Okay, so here is my PowerPoint. Let's grab this link here. Beautiful. Let's go back over to PowerPoint. Here's my Copilot thing, and there's not consistency here. This Copilot will put stuff into your presentation. So let's get Copilot running. Create a presentation file from. And this is one of those strange things that I'm not even sure if it's really required, but I'm going to put a / here because that's what the documentation says. I'm going to drop my my link in there. I just pasted it in there and go.
They're taking us back to the Lotus 1, 2, 3 days over there with the / huh?
Is that what? Yes, that's right. That's right. That's amazing.
All right, let's see what this does because I really am not good at PowerPoint.
Finding file. Oh yeah, yes. Until that second, I wasn't sure if this was really going to work.
Okay, you're really taking risks today. I like it.
Listen, this is what it's all about. You got to see this thing really run.
Pretty amazing.
Cruising along. Oh yeah. Oh, that's wild. Okay, so what you guys don't know is I did this right like just an hour ago, and it used a different slide background. So yeah, it's using stuff as it needs. And yes, you can set it to use your own slide background. You can do things like, well, let's take a look at what it did. Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's
here we
look
go.
at this. This is good, man.
Right, and it was this document.
Wow.
So I didn't write this document, and I didn't create these slides, but it did all of it. Look at it,
I
even
feel like
pulled.
we just created 3 or 4 hours worth of content production in the span of 15 minutes here. What's going on here?
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Paula, yes, you can apply your own company branding. Here's that checklist right at the end. It's even got things like ensure they are smart and aligned. I don't know, this document, it's pulling in things from the internet that I've never even heard of. It's great. Here's the smart thing: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Yeah, awesome.
Love it.
And I can tell this thing to add a slide about this, or use that slide, what's it called, slide template. I can do all those things. So
Love
yeah,
it.
I mean, it's great.
So we covered Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams. I don't think we got into the Edge component, but there's also cool stuff which we may not get into today. We may have to make another one of these, but like the whole thing with to-dos and reminders and all that stuff, right? You
Oh
could do
yeah.
so
We
much
may need to
stuff
do like a deep dive into
with
each of the apps, because I
Planner.
just gave you
Yeah,
like one prompt in each app, and there's so much it can do.
yeah. This is
Yeah.
great.
In
This
the
is
browser, there's the enterprise chat, which I kind of showed you that. Here, go, let me get onto there. In this is kind of like what happens in the browser, but again, they call it enterprise chat. It's not putting the information you put in there into the database. It's your private information, and it stays private, which is awesome.
Just to elaborate on that, what Norman was just saying, right? For those of you that don't know, if you type something into ChatGPT, which is the general consumer version, it shares all that information. It doesn't. It makes that information accessible by anyone. So if you copy and paste a book you wrote, for argument's sake, that book is now public. As opposed to the enterprise edition with Microsoft, if you spent 3 years writing a book and you pasted it into the enterprise version of Edge for Copilot, that will not be visible to others on the internet or the ChatGPT type machine. Did I get that right, Norman?
Yes, exactly. The stuff you put into ChatGPT, if you're not a subscriber, if stuff you put into ChatGPT goes into their database, the thing they're using to generate answers. So yeah.
Dr. Palmer, the video will be available on LinkedIn. So all of our webinars are available on LinkedIn. You could just check our feed and it'll be available there.
Okay, so people out there.
Or our YouTube channel, which is available through rcsprofessional.com, our website. Thanks
Okay.
for the reminder, Alex. Keep going on.
If there's anybody who wants me to try a prompt, or I don't know, tell me the things you're thinking of doing with Copilot, because this thing is so powerful. And yes, we really need to do the deep dive webinars.
Yeah, I think we got to line up
deep dive
another one of these.
series.
So on the topic of where you could watch our webinars, there's also future webinars happening. Go to rcsprofessional.com, click on the events link. We had this one today. We have a guide to effective technology planning. That's on February 6th, I believe. For those of you who know us, we love the band called Fish and Jam Bands, and we have a cool webinar with Fish and business themes every month or two. So that's coming up. Check our website for that date. We also have great networking events that you could be a part of. There's the In This Together Roundtable, which is a weekly networking event for professionals and entrepreneurs that happens every Tuesday morning. Please, thanks, Erwin, Dan. Good to
Thanks, Aaron.
We got to do another
Nice.
webinar with you. So yeah, In This Together Roundtable. We started it at the crux of the pandemic to try and help each other. That's in this together roundtable.com, I think it is, or you could just Google it. There's a LinkedIn page. There's an event every week, and it's virtual. So it's easy, it's low cost, and tons of business being passed around in there. If you're an entrepreneur or a professional and want to grow your business and your connections, please join us. But take it away, Norm. Where did we leave off?
We left off with that was the things I really wanted to show you, that overview of how powerful Copilot can be. It's crazy.
Okay.
I mean, I could have put into Word, like you saw that spreadsheet I had, I could have put into Word saying, hey, take a look at the spreadsheet and summarize what you're seeing in there. And it would have put into Word. And then I could have told PowerPoint to look at the Word thing and then I have a presentation. It's crazy.
Great. And now we did, right? Like, this is where the rubber meets the road. We did that webinar with Erwin, who just threw in the chat, like, I think it was a couple months ago, just talking about this whole, generative AI, ChatGPT, how it's going to change things. And now we see it. It's here. It's in my Outlook and my Word and Excel that I spend hours and hours a day on. And look how much time it could save you, right? Obviously, don't forget Norman's tip. You don't just click send, right? After you do all those things, you
it's funny. There's
it.
like in the Copilot prompts all over the place. There's little things that say, "Hey, just remember to read this first." There's all kinds of little.
You don't want to be that guy, right?
Yeah. But I've been using it like a ton. It's great. I just only had it for, what is it, a week, 2 weeks?
Right?
I'm using it like crazy.
Yeah, we were so super pumped. Like I said, this is a moment. We mentioned we're aging ourselves a little, but the internet, high-speed internet, email systems, smartphones, even silly things like second and third monitors. Like, this could be the biggest thing ever for us in terms of revolution and what it's going to do for our daily lives. Like, I can't wait to see our clients leverage this to make our lives easier, our products come to market faster, our deliverables to our clients, in a very timely manner, so this is awesome. I love this, Norman. You did great.
Thanks. I didn't do great. Copilot did great.
All right. So
thanks, everybody.
I think we're going to wrap this up. Thanks so much, guys. Please look at our website for future events, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much. Reach out directly if you have any questions.
Bye-bye.